What's up everyone? We're back with yet another Team Tour recap. This time we are on the semi-finals and playing against Crane Indie Club, who is RevGT's team. I'm going to be facing off against Chip this time, but firstly I would like to apologize for any Team Tour enjoyers especially. I missed to record the quarterfinal that was last week and therefore missed a week worth of content, which I'm extremely sorry for. Especially to my opponent Anonymous, who played super well, and I think we really wanted to be part of a video, so again I must apologize. If I have to the opportunity to flex for a little bit though, I managed to beat him somehow 3-2. I snagged the win where I definitely should not have. He's their best player on the opponent's team and somehow I managed to take him down. But this time we are playing against Chip, who is like in a very similar position to me, playing against strong people, and he's been struggling a little bit at the beginning of the season, but as the season has progressed he's been getting more and more powerful, and I don't think I was in a position to stop him. I didn't feel like the favorite even though people thought I was. But yeah, let me go over the matchups real quick before we hop into the game. I am the first person to have played a set from our team, so I don't really know any results so far, I just know the matchups. We have our teammate Echo going up against Noob Skills on the Turtle Pack. I think Echo should be favored, like I'm not super familiar with power rankings of versus players, but I think Echo should be a little bit better than Noob Skills, but I can see this going either way. Of course, I'm going to be rooting for Echo. Next up we have Sincere versus Yin Yang on the Puppy Pack. And Yin Yang especially, I have faced him a couple of times during practice matches, practicing for the proper sets. And I have to say he's a very good player. He's been giving me a lot of difficulty, and I would have to say that I am betting on him to win, even though I really want Sincere to take a game out of him. Next up we have Tyler versus RevGT, my favorite matchups, and unfortunately I think it will be happening at 3 AM my time, so I won't be able to watch it, but whoever wins this I'll be happy. Of course I'm rooting for my own teammate, but even if Rev wins I'll be very happy. I'll be cheering for him in the chat. And finally the matchup that I am most concerned for, we have Maverick versus Equi on the Unicorn Pack. Like, I have a lot of faith in Mav because he's been practicing a lot of Unicorn Pack even after the patch, I believe. But Equi is their best player and I think he's going to give Mav a run for his money. So I'm going to be really excited to see a victory for Mav right here, and I'm going to be praying for him, probably even watching his set. But enough of me rambling, let's hop into a game finally, and I think I'm going to select this one to review. I think for the beginning of the game at least I got pretty lucky. You can see here with the opossum. In case you don't know, out of the entire tier 1 pool in the golden pack, the opossum is the most powerful pet by a long shot, so you want to have as many of those as possible, maybe even sacrificing a level up for an opossum. At least that's how I play it. And yeah, we managed to get 4 opossums on the first turn, so very good luck. And let's take a look at what Chip has got right here. He's gotten triple magpie, so he also has a level up. He's called I'm a Babusi, respect to D. And yeah, we're going to keep getting some teammates online. We have double silk mode, which I will also take. I don't know if that's the correct play or not, like maybe a better player rolls for more opossums right there just to have higher buffs on a potential good target, but I was hoping I would get double level ups on turn 3 or potentially turn 5. Let's continue on with the turn though. We do get the double level up possibility for next turn, and I think we should be very happy with this result right here, as it is a win and we actually start off by taking a heart away from Chip. And this is something that I was consistently able to do. Maybe it was just all luck, but I was consistently able to take a heart off him and start the game 6 versus 5 hearts, which is a big advantage. But as you can see right here, with Matter, we actually get a pretty decent level up into an Osprey, which is a feint pet. If we take a look at the tier 3 pets, you have a pretty good selection of hits. You have the Flea, you have the Weasel, you have the Beta Fish, and the Osprey. So around half the pets are feint pets and can benefit from a possum scaling. And the other half are pretty decent as well. You have like Baboon, Surgeon Fish I was going to call good for a second, but I don't think it's considered to be that good. Guinea Fowl can potentially be. And the rest, muskox, I guess, is alright. And then you have meerkat and flying fish, which I am not the biggest fan of, but people can make them work. Whatever the case though, we hit a pretty decent unit. Not the best, but not the worst either. I would say the best unit would have to be Baboon because it gives you early scaling. For that reason we also take an African penguin. And would you look at that, not only did he get a Baboon, he actually positioned beautifully in order to counter us, I believe. But would you look at that, we end up claiming another victory by 1 HP, we're super lucky right here. But yeah, he has the scaling advantage, so now the game plan for me is to preserve a level up for next turn. And you can see I'm trying to do a couple of pets that can result in a level up. We have one level up prepared right here in the silk mod, another one in the squid as well. We're hoping for an African penguin too, because it's going to be a lot of scaling plus another level up as we end turn. And I believe on this turn, Chip actually, despite the bad math for him, is going to defeat us handily at that. He has 2 units remaining, so he has finally taken a heart off me, and his build is better for the long term. So let's see how we level up. We get a falcon plus poison dart frog. I don't know which one would be better, like Poison Dart Frog synergizes better with the Osprey, of course, dealing 4 damage twice, but the Falcon is going to be an excellent buff target for the late game, so I decided to take that instead. We also get a choice of Cockatoo and Manta Ray. Manta Ray can be pretty decent, but it's a little bit difficult to play in versus, so I tend to avoid it. Instead, I think I'm going to take the Cockatoo. Let's take a look at what I end up doing. I'm selling half my units, which is a little bit of a shame. I also sold my level 1.5 African penguin, which I think was a mistake. But yeah, we have a couple of pretty decently scaled up units. Osprey that is 910. Unfortunately, Chip leveled up into a sea lion, which is the absolute best tier 4 unit that you can hope for. But we do claim another victory. So I was thinking at this point, maybe we should go for a tempo build because he has double scalars on his team, 2 pretty big units already, so it's only a matter of time before he starts catching up to me and eventually overpowering me. But we do have one Babusi right here of our own, and hopefully we get it up to level 2. We do not, we get double squid. But we do get the Babusi for next turn, so I think we have some chances to turn this around, even though it looks pretty grim. Pretty decent math, but as it turns out they have incredible stats already, so even though we had good math, we are unable to defeat him. And yeah, I think now the situation is equal, 4 to 4 hearts, as I level up into a fire ant. Interesting selection in the shop right here. I had 2 paths that I could have pursued, and maybe if it was a better player playing and not me, they would have chosen this different path. So you have either the fire ant path that you can scale up with the baboon and then hopefully get a couple of good scalers as well to complement that. And you also have the slug plus secretary bird line, which is the tempo line and the one that I cannot play. So naturally I gravitate towards the strong unit, but I do freeze the secretary bird because even in a non-summon team it's super powerful to have. So yeah, this is going to be our team for now. We get a sea lion, which I don't know if I can really fit him, but sea lion is one of the guys, which is like a unit that you should always take, or at least you're supposed to. Here we get countered by this royal flycatcher that Chip picked up. So that's a little bit unfortunate, but a single 3-4 flycatcher that is probably going next turn is not going to be enough for me to pivot my build completely off summons. I do sell the secretary bird though, a little bit questionable. Maybe I should have kept it for the tempo because I'm currently losing the scaling battle. Even though he only has like a single level 1.5 sea lion and I have a level 2 babusi, so maybe I was onto something, I can't really tell you for sure. But he picked up a beluga whale on turn 8. Beluga whale tier 5 unit, so he had to level into that. And in the beluga whale is also a wolf, so that is incredible. He got two very good tier 5 units that synergize well with each other. And he also has a secretary bird that can give debuffs. So yeah, I think I was super unlucky right here, but yeah, you can see it's not even close, but I think I still have chances with my scaling, so we'll continue to fight. We are going for a level on the Falcon. Honestly, I didn't think I had any better strategy than this. I was just hoping to copy like Sea Urchin or a Flea or something like that to give me some chances. But yeah, he got the level 2 secretary bird in a single turn, so I don't think we can overpower the scaling that the secretary bird is going to give. He even put a banana on the sea lion, which gets removed, but it's not going to be a big deal. And yeah, a 10-10 wolf. Maybe my positioning of the sea lion was a little bit under criticism because the fire ant is going to give the buffs guaranteed to either this or this. So maybe I should have it a little bit further up, but I wasn't sure about that. So yeah, we're going to take a level up right here on the fire ant, and that results in a cobra. Cobra, my final hope. I think I'm going to sell the sea lion in favor of a cobra just because the fire ant is going to give the buff to it, and hopefully a cobra does something for the team, like his team is very susceptible to being sniped. I actually sell the osprey, curiously enough. I guess I was too addicted to the scaling, maybe selling the sea lion would have been a better decision. But yeah, we put that behind the falcon and we hope for the best. So what happens right here? I will slow the battle down because I am on lethal. He picks up a fig, or maybe he had that fig already, I'm not really sure. But that was kind of scary. If he had two figs, he could potentially snipe my cobra and then that would be game over for sure. So I didn't think about that, which maybe I should have. But yeah, let's hop into the battle now. We have good math right here, fire ant trading with the flea favorably. It also takes out the sea lion. We get to copy a monkey. Monkey gives us a little bit of damage on this, which is actually super beneficial. It's going to allow us to snipe the sea urchin, or steal it rather. But unfortunately the hit lands on the beluga, which is not what we wanted. We wanted it to land on the secretary bird, and one more hit once again lands on this. So maybe with better math we could have had better chances, I'm not really sure, but looking at the low stats that we had right here, I don't know if it was super close. So yeah, they just get the wolf, and with the weakness on the Babusi at the back, unfortunately we will not be strong enough, and Chip claims a victory. So yeah, GG to Chip. I would really have loved to have shown you like a game I won for better content, but the truth is that Chip completely swept me. He like did a 3-0 and I wasn't able to get even a single victory. So yeah, good job to Chip. He has come a long way as a player, and I believe he grinded a lot more than me and was coached a lot more than me. So yeah, the better player won there for sure. I can't get to complain, even though he got a little bit lucky during this game. But yeah, we're starting off as a loss, and I'm going to feel really bad about it if this loss is what makes our team lose. But for now, I'm just going to hope for the best, and this will be the video. If you did enjoy the run, I hope that you like, sub, do all the generic stuff, and I will talk to you next time. Take care.